Alright, so we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and in today's video we are going to be speculating on what a possible LR Super Saiyan Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks could look like. Because if you guys are not aware, on the official Global Dokkan Twitter, we did get this reveal where they teased an image with blue, orange, and purple, obviously hinting at, you know, a Super Saiyan Vegeta, a Super Saiyan Goku, and then a Super Saiyan Trunks. The background's kind of like this yellowish orange as well, which does kind of hint at like Super Saiyan, and then you've got the Vegeta, the Goku, and the Trunks. At least that's what makes the most sense to me. I don't know what else that could be. If it's not the Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks, I mean, let me know in the comments what else it could be, because this would make no sense for anything else. The Goku, the Vegeta, and Trunks is the only thing that fits this theme, and it would kind of make sense for the Android 21 celebration to be the Part 2 LR, because I guess they're in the Android 13 movie, so it's like androids kinda, and maybe if they want to EZA the AGL 13, that would kind of make sense, because, you know, obviously that has to do with androids, and the main Dokkan Fest is an Android 21. It's kind of difficult to get a Part 2 LR for Android 21 because, you know, she's from Fighters. Fighters really only introduced Android 21 as the new character. So the only thing they could really do is maybe give us, like, just a normal Android 21 for the Part 2 LR. But not only would that not be hype, but, I don't know, I just feel like it wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense because we still just got an Android 21 for Part 1. So this makes a lot of sense. It does kind of fit the theme, and it's really exciting. I think a lot of players have wanted an LR Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks for a long time. It's pretty much the hypest thing to come out of the Android 13 movie, and it's just, you know, a really cool idea for a card. Technically, it didn't happen in the anime. They all fought Android 13 separately, I'm pretty sure, but it still looks cool, and it makes for a pretty exciting card. So what we're going to do in this video is go over what their categories are going to look like, their leader scale, link set, etc. We can't really speculate on their passive because, I mean, you know how Dokkan is with passives. Sometimes units will be amazing because they want them to be. Sometimes they're horrible because they're extreme class. So we don't really know exactly how good they're going to be and what their kit's going to look like. But like I mentioned, we can speculate on a lot of the other things. So first off, with their leader skill, I do want to point this out. They're probably going to be a Carnival LR because the same release slot for last year for, I guess, the LR Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, hopefully, was the Carnival LR Goku, this one right here. And obviously, it was a Carnival LR, so then it would make sense that for this next release slot, at around like December 15th, would also be a Carnival LR with these guys. So I'm going to assume they're going to be a Carnival LR. We're just going to say their leader skill is going to be a straight 200%, but technically there's a possibility they're just going to be a Legendary Summon LR, so just keep that in mind. But in terms of their leader skill, I mean, I would really just say make it one of the weaker categories. So I guess this is kind of a spoiler, but we can just go ahead and go over all the categories that I'm saying they're going to be on. So first off, we got Bond of Parent and Child. It makes sense because it's a Goku, a Vegeta, and a Trunks. All of them have to do with Bond of Parent and Child, so then they would all be on this category. Also, Movie Heroes. Movie Heroes has been getting so many buffs recently, and then potentially getting more buffs for it for New Year's. It's just going to make this category crazy. So, Movie Heroes definitely does not need a new lead. I think we could do without them being a 200% Movie Heroes. But if they want to make them an amazing slot 1 option, I guess it wouldn't be horrible to have another good lead on here. So, I'm definitely fine with that. Bond of Parent and Child. Actually, you know what? A new lead wouldn't be that bad. Don't get me wrong, Vegeta and Trunks are still amazing for slot 1. And they definitely are probably one of the best units in the game still. Obviously, you know, they've aged a bit, but just overall, with their categories, leader skill, and utility for newer players, they're still extremely good. But we technically don't have another good lead for Bond of Parent and Child. It's just these guys. So maybe if they want to make them just a straight 200% to this category, I don't really think that'd be that big of a deal. Just don't make them restricted to another team and then have them lead this team. That would make no sense. I know that sounds crazy, but that's something Dokkan would do. Trust me, they've done it before. So this would be good as a lead, just don't make them restricted to anything. Movie Heroes would be pretty good. Then there's also Super Saiyans. I'll take a new lead for this category, but I'm going to be honest. I don't think I've ever ran this team. Like, I don't think a lot of people have ran this team. There's a couple good options. I guess you've got Birdku. You've got the AGL Gohan. Future Gohan, he's pretty good as well. And then that's pretty much it. Well, Future Gohan's really busted, so he can kind of carry here. But still, not the greatest of teams. I think we do need a couple EZAs and a couple new units. So maybe if, you know, for this celebration we get, I don't know, an EZA for, like, someone else who's on Super Saiyans from the Android 13 movie. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. But if we get someone to EZA that's on Super Saiyans, and then we get the new LR, Vegeta, Trunks, and Goku, then this category could look pretty good. But just with the Vegeta, Trunks, and Goku leading it, I don't think this category is going to be insane. So probably don't lead Super Saiyans, at least not in my opinion, because, I mean, it's not really going to do a whole lot for the category, right? And then next up, we got Joined Forces. Joined Forces, I mean, I guess it's not bad. You could put a bunch of Goku and Vegeta units together, and you could probably get a pretty cracked team, but I don't know. It's just so random, right? Like, you got so many random units on here. You got Yamcha and Puar. You got the Android 17s. You got Frieza and Sorbet. You've got Kid Vegeta and Kid Nappa, or Kid Vegeta and then Kid Raditz, sorry. Like, it's just really random, so team building with this is going to be kind of difficult, but if you want to give us just a straight 200%, I guess that would kind of make it easier, because then you don't really have to worry about, you know, some units not getting the extra 30%, because, like, Goku and Vegeta right now, I think it's safe to say, is the best lead for this category, but the extra 30% to stats on their leader skill, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's for Pure Saiyans. Obviously, like I just mentioned, a lot of units on here are not on Pure Saiyans. You got the Yamcha and Puar, which you're never running them, but I'm just using them as an example. You got the Android 17s. You've got Tien Chaozu, like a lot of other units on here that is not on that category. So then just getting a straight 200% to join forces would actually make this team a little bit more well-rounded and give it more of a spot in difficult content. So I think join forces would be pretty good. Full power is another one. So these last couple categories, we don't really know for sure if they're going to be on. Like full power, all out struggle, it's kind of hit or miss. Like sometimes they'll be on like units that make sense. Sometimes they just kind of throw it on there because like whatever, just throw them on there. Like obviously full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku and like Broly, like yeah, that makes sense why they're on there. But then like Kai Goku, like okay, I mean yeah, I guess he was technically at full power, but are we not saying like UI Goku wasn't going full power during the Tournament of Power? Like that was his full power. He was pushed to his limit literally. So that's why full power is kind of a tricky category. Doesn't really make sense most of the time, but sometimes it kind of makes sense. Like, look at this. Evolution Blue Vegeta's on here. But are you telling me UI Goku wasn't going full power? Like, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So, he could be on full power, or they could be on full power. And if they led the category, that definitely would be good. We did just get a lead with the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so I think this is probably unlikely. But same thing with Bonded Parent and Child. We pretty much only have one good lead for this right now, so then getting another one definitely would be useful. And then next we got All Out Struggle. Yeah, actually, you know what? I kind of want him to lead All Out Struggle, because this isn't a bad category. There are some good options on here. LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, GT Duo, Z Duo. We got Future Gohan right here. We've got the Blue Boys right here, who are probably going to EZA soon. We've got Blue Kaioken Goku. And then that's pretty much it. Actually, the category is pretty small, but there are some standout options. So getting a new lead for it for just straight 200%, making them really good, could definitely be useful. So just, I guess, to summarize everything I just said, in terms of his leader skill, the best scenario, I would say, would be either Bonded Parent and Child, All Out Struggle, and then, like, Join Forces, and then maybe Full Power. I would say those are kind of the best scenarios with his leader skill, just because those teams really could use a straight 200%. But if he's a Legendary Summon LR, his leader skill doesn't matter. You're never using it anyway. So those are pretty much all the teams I could think of off the top of my head that he would even be on. There might be a couple that I'm missing. I guess we could pull up, like, I don't know, a Join Forces Goku Vegeta unit. Maybe they'd be on some of the categories that the Vegeta, Trunks, and Goku would be on. You got to keep in mind, though, they wouldn't be on Pure Saiyans. They wouldn't be on Hybrid Saiyans, anything like that. Powerful Comeback is possible, I guess. If they want to make them, like, a revive unit, because technically they all get their ass kicked, and then make them revive into, like, you know, a Spirit Bomb Zorb Super Saiyan Goku or something, that wouldn't be the worst idea. So if they do that, obviously they're going to end up being on Powerful Comeback, which, hang on, where is it? Oh, right here. So they're going to be on Powerful Comeback if they have that, which would be pretty good. Powerful Comeback is also a pretty weak team that could use the help. And then that's pretty much it, dude. I mean, not a whole lot of teams, because you're grabbing a Goku, a Vegeta, and a Trunks. Obviously, the more units in the card, or the more characters in the unit, sorry, I said that wrong, then the less categories they're going to be on, because Dokkan is very specific with their categories. I wish they would do it like Legends, where they're just on all the teams. So like a Goku and a Piccolo card would be on Pure Saiyans, Goku Family, Namekians, all these categories. But unfortunately, Dokkan likes to be very nitpicky with their categories. So they're not going to be on that many teams. But I think considering it's 3 characters in one card, and considering maybe they'd be really useful, being on Bonded Parent and Child, All Out Struggle, Join Forces, Full Power, Movie Heroes, Super Saiyans, and all that, would still be useful, because you got some weak teams in here, like All Out Struggle and Full Power, and then you've got some good teams that they're going to be on, like, you know, Bonded Parent and Child, and, like, Movie Heroes or something like that. But that's pretty much it with their categories and leader skill. Briefly, we can go over their link set. I just have this guy pulled up because he's probably going to have this link set. He's going to have something very similar to this. Obviously, this is a Super Saiyan Goku from the Android 13 movie. So I could easily see the Trunks, Vegeta, and Goku, or the Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. I said it in so many different orders during this video. Sorry, it's probably throwing so many people off. But that new card is probably going to have a link set like this, because this is literally just a Super Saiyan Goku from the same movie. Maybe if you want to replace experienced fighters with like Royale Lineage, because technically you got a Trunks and Vegeta in there, so if you want to give them that link, that makes sense. If you want to replace another link or two with something a little bit better, maybe like Shocking Speed or something like that, I guess that'd be nice. But for the most part, this link set's going to stay the same for the new LR Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks. So I guess that pretty much has been the video. Let me know what categories you want the Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks to be on, and what category you want them to lead. Let me know what you want their passive to look like, because, I mean, they could really go in any direction they want with that. They can make them really good or make them heavily restricted, and we don't want that right now. I mean, even a super class unit, still, we don't want them to be restricted. I mean, typically, it's the extreme class units that end up being fumbled and being crazy restricted to one team. That's, like, really bad, but we don't want that with the super class unit either, because if these guys are heavily restricted to, like, full power, well, actually, that's kind of a bad example, because you can make a pretty good team with this, but you know what I'm saying? We don't want them to be crazy restricted, and then you can't use them except on one team, and then on that one team, they're, like, kind of all right. So I'm praying they're going to be good, man, because we've been waiting a long time for this, and if we do end up getting the Goku, Vegeta, and Trunks, this could be really good for the game overall, because, you know, just some really hype stuff incoming. So that has been the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.